Hey guys, welcome. Well, this house utilizes a very unusual feature. This is called a Dutch door. So I don't know if you've ever seen one of these. This is my first time seeing a Dutch door on the exterior of a house. I've seen them on the interior of houses used to keep kids out of certain areas. But this is an interesting idea. It's kind of like, the peephole, but it's a little bit more. This way you can open up your door and talk to someone, but you don't have to let them into your house. And then of course, when they're ready to come in, they come in. So this Dutch door is amazing. I'm trying to be very careful with it. This is an artifact. So this is original to the home. So this is over 100 years old, this door, and they have meticulously taken care of it, restored it, and you can imagine the care it's taken to keep this beautiful glass inlay representing all of the it's like astrology, that's it. Okay, you ready? I mean, this door is just amazing. I mean, I love the way they're keeping this restored. So here you have this beautiful stained glass. I mean, this could have been a plate even or something they put in here, but I love it. So each of these represent the different symbols of astrology. Here you have Libra, weighing sins and forgiveness. You have your Cancer. You have your Virgo. Go away truck, go away truck. So they've been able to maintain the original door hardware. And man, when the doors from so long ago, they always feel so good. The mechanisms in them I love. I mean, it's not like is it open, is it not open? It's a firm click and it's engaged. All right, welcome guys to the interior of this historical house. So beautiful kitchen, love what they've done here. Why don't we go through it and check out some of the features that they did. So first choice they made here is obviously this teal color. I love bringing blues and light pastels into kitchens. I think it looks amazing, especially when people do like brass finishes with it. This is one of my favorite color schemes right now, and it's super popular in 2021. I think we're gonna see a lot more people using pastel colors and accenting it with sort of this polished brass. It's wonderful. So these are quartz countertops. So, normally we see granite, and I'm not the biggest fan of granite because it has all the big dips and the big chips in it and stuff. But this quartz is so smooth, and I just love the cut. It's got beautiful, veins going through it. It's really nice. And then over here we have our gas stove, and comes with a combination microwave and vent and all that kind of stuff. I'd also like to feature that this house has a farmhouse sink, has an inset farmhouse sink that has this beautiful brass fixture here. So it just makes doing dishes a dream and a breeze, located directly next to the brand new dishwasher. Still has all the tags and everything on it. So this kitchen is pretty well equipped. If you like to cook, you're ready to go. Opposite of the kitchen, here we have our main living area. So there's a couple things that are going to catch your eye here. One of the things you're going to see is the exposed brick around the fireplace, which they've kept to add kind of a historical element. And then also these build-ins. Now these build-ins, I can tell just by the way that they're made, these are not recent. These were built probably, I don't know if they're original to the home. They look a little bit younger than that, but I think that they could be 30 to 40 years old as well. So kind of adding to that historical look of it. I mean, who wouldn't absolutely love to have all this storage space just built in here? Here we have a couple original windows. So now this house has been completely renovated. So they have new windows, they have new electrical, new plumbing. Like I talked about, the roof, the gutters, everything's been redone. This house has been taken down from the very bottom and restored, and it is in great, great shape. Like I'm smelling the air right now. It's hard to believe that this house is as old as it is. I mean, it feels and looks like a new house when I'm inside of it, except for when they leave these historical features like this. So yeah, then you have your exposed brick on the fireplace. And then you can see they're not quite done yet. They're working on some paint still. So I imagine that this will be painted or restored to its natural color or something like that. It's even going to get better. They're not quite done with this house yet. And this is what they call a ray glow. So these ray glows, these were actually really popular in the 1920s. So if you were going to get a fireplace, You know, in the 1920s, you know, we were getting electricity, but, you know, it wasn't real common. What was really common was gas. Gas was, you know, like gas lines going everywhere, gas for lights, gas for, you know, heat. So that's what this exactly is. This is a little gas heater, kind of like something you might take camping or heat a barn or a garage with. But they would use this in the fireplace of the home. I love the fact that they kept these. These sell for a lot on eBay, the original ones. And this right here dates the house certainly to the 1920s. Yep, and then just one more original window here. And this one, I don't think it opens and closes anymore, but it just really adds that historical effect. You love to see that, you know, single pane, beautiful old window style. Then right next to it, we have really nice brand new windows. Oh wow, yeah, they open so easy. Easy to open, easy to close, locks right in place, counterweights are perfectly done. I mean, they did a really great job with the restoration of this house. Kind of adding to the rustic look is this distressed barn door. So they're bringing in some of the teal colors from the kitchen, and then they've come through and you see they kind of sanded down to different levels and stuff to give it this distressed look. It's got nice kind of onyx hardware, and this just leads to a little pantry that's underneath the stairs. So that's just what that is. But yeah, really great equipment they used. So we've already talked about the kitchen and all that. I mean, the pendant lights look awesome. Just from this view, I really love it. Like the teal, the color scheme is great. Let's head into the bedrooms and see what the first floor bedrooms look like. It'd be a great time to quickly talk about the flooring as we look down this hallway. So you can tell what they've used here is they've used a luxury vinyl flooring. This is very nice stuff. You know, I don't know whether this came with a pad or if they added padding to it, but it must be amazing stuff because, you know, you can't hear a single squeak. You can't hear anything when you walk on it. Your house is very solid with this stuff. And the way they installed it is absolutely seamless. There is not a single error I can see. Everything is perfect. It is brand new floors done right. The older homes had these double wide vents, and that just was standard. You know, sometimes it scares people. It's, you know, they say, oh, I'm not gonna fall in it. You're not gonna fall in it, okay? It's meant to be stood on, okay? So these aren't dangerous. People all the time, I take people on showings of older homes and they say, oh my goodness, my kids could fall in that. Well, no, your kid is not gonna fall in it because I can literally jump on it and it's not gonna break. I mean, this thing is metal. This thing weighs like 30 pounds, okay? It's not gonna go anywhere. And, you know, yeah, like it's not dangerous at all. Actually, I think it's better because it allows for more airflow than some of these small, tiny vents you have today with the little, stuff here. We've got, you know, just light, but I like the double windows. These are great. Same windows. Let's see, are these the same windows that were in the front? Yep, same windows that are in the front. I love these. These are, I believe they're Louisville windows. I'm not 100% sure. Don't quote me on that, but I love this brand because it has a very small bevel, and it along with a very small bevel, so that allows for more light to get through. It's just the counterweighting on it and everything is just so perfect. It makes it really easy to slide, and you're not going to get stuck or gummed up anywhere with it. And then this one features a little closet, so it is kind of a walk-in closet area. I mean, technically, you could walk in the closet, but you're not going to get much done. We have 2 rows for hanging, and then you have plenty of rows for folding up clothes as well in that area. So coming over here is your second bathroom. So if I haven't said it already, this house is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. This is your second full bathroom. So well appointed. Again, they have this really great vanity they have set up. Very modern mirror, cool lamp fixtures and everything tiled in, you know, so they didn't do any PVC or vinyl. Everything's tiled in here, and they also have these brass fixtures. Like, they've kept these brass fixtures all around the house. Brass, brass, brass. I love it. And the builder, when they were installing it, they had a few bumps, but they're gonna get that fixed the next week. So let's head into the primary bedroom. Wow, okay, so right when I walk in here, one of the things I really like about it is it's a bit of an unusual shape. And I can tell you why it's an unusual shape because of the closet. I really like it when they do this with bedrooms because, you know, I mean, what you would probably have is less closet space. So it can make the bedroom a little smaller, but the thing is you can just see how wide this is. It's very long and goes for a long direction. Plenty of room in here for a king-size bed with 2 side tables. We've got a nice 5-bulb light fixture up here with kind of those vintage amber glow lights. You know, everyone likes that. I would probably switch those out with some LEDs just because I'm an energy freak, but you know, it certainly looks nice. Exposed beam through here, and that looks amazing. Style feature that you don't see in a lot of master bedrooms, and I think you could incorporate all this. You know, this house is really a clean slate for whatever your design style would be. If you wanted to be a little bit more modern, you could definitely make this house with super modern furniture. The way the bathrooms and the kitchen are set up, you could. Or, you could go with a more traditional style, and it brings those wood tones. The original brick is everywhere exposed, and you could have a more traditional style home if that's what you're looking for. We're gonna go over here and check out the primary bedroom's walk-in closet. So this closet, they've done some nice stuff with it. So they've added pretty much all of the racking that they could. You've got 1 rack, 2 racks, 3 racks for hanging clothes. Like the standard shelving, but they picked this nice color that matches the color of the trim. It makes everything look really nice, and a really bright LED in here. So, if you ever had a dark closet where you can't find your clothes, it's super annoying. So it's really nice to have that bright LED in here. Now that's off, you can tell. So now we're gonna go to the primary bedroom's bathroom. So walking in here, the first thing you're gonna see is we've got a dual vanity. Again, brass everywhere, brass fixtures. So that's neat. So that opens up kind of like sideways for toothbrushes and toothpaste. I like that. I've never seen that before. This would be a very expensive vanity if you were just gonna go purchase it outright. And then, over here you have your toilet area, obviously, and then here's your shower. So the shower is massive. This is a very big, I can stretch out almost all the way. So I think that's almost like 4 feet, 4.5 feet, something like that. And we've got rain head, shower head, and also an amazing brass fixture here. Even in the primary bedroom's bathroom, we've got really nice windows. I mean, we got these right here. And it's like, this is letting in a lot of natural light. When I entered into this house, I was amazed at how bright it was. And the other thing is, look at this. When you redo the wiring of these old houses, they can make it however you want. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 plugs. Why would you need 8 plugs? Well, I mean, let's be honest. A lot of people, they're gonna sleep with their phone here, okay? Because it's becoming more and more popular for people not to sleep with their phones, try to spend time away from digital technology. Maybe you have a work phone and a personal phone. So this could be used as like a charging station, hair dryers, blow dryers, hair straighteners. If that's not enough, you got another 2 plugs right here. So that makes a total of 9 plugs in this bathroom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 9. Time to go upstairs. Now upstairs, there's a lot more historical stuff showing. So one of the first things you're gonna notice is we're encountering some wood. This is original wood. So, I mean, it looks new, but believe it or not, this wood is from the 1920s. So they've just sanded this down and finished it all the way to this point that it looks so wonderful. Now here they had to use a little bit more of the laminate flooring, but then we're right back to the original floor noses right here. And coming up the stairs, we're gonna get a lot more. This is the upstairs. This is actually a 3rd bedroom. So 3rd bedroom has its own closet right here. It's a pretty big closet, even though it's small. The light's not working right now, but it is, oh, it is. Check out how big this is. Whoa. Bang, gotcha. Yeah, this is plenty of space. So whoever gets this bedroom, I mean, obviously, for a little girl, this would be their dream. If you had a little girl, they would love this. You can have all their clothes hanging here. So much storage. This is where Christmas could go. This is where your kids' clothes could go. Toys can go. And then you have this room. I mean, I think this is obviously a great room for a kid. It's not over any of the bedrooms. So if they start running around and stuff, you're not going to hear it. And then also it is, just very big. So you kind of have multiple areas. So over here, you can maybe set up kind of a learning school area. And in the center here, I would probably put maybe a play area with toys. And then over here could be the child's sleeping arrangements. And over here, just nuts. I mean, the plugs are crazy. We got 1 plug, 2 plugs, 3 plugs, 4 plugs, 5 plugs. There's plugs everywhere in this house. So it's like when they rewire these houses, they put plugs everywhere because they know that, you know, that's something that people like. And you definitely see that. I mean, you know, if you're gonna charge your phone, you've got crazy amount of options here. So you can see right here, you know, you can see here, this house, very historical. It's on that raised look, right? And this is kind of like what you see in Chicago, Detroit. A lot of times these older homes were built up a little higher, and that's because they had some really bad pandemics. They had like cholera outbreaks. They were having like, you know, a lot of like sewer issues back in the 1920s and early 1900s. So like what they did is they actually built all the houses up to make room for the sewer lines underneath them. So there's a lot of kind of outdoor living you can do here. So there's walkways on both sides of the house, but this is kind of like more like the official walkway. Over to the left, they have this cement path that takes you all the way to the back where your parking would be. Great feature of this house, so you don't have to do on-street parking. A lot of the people in this neighborhood are stuck with on-street parking, not this home. We have space for 2 cars. I mean, you could put 4 or 5 cars back there. The vinyl that they chose for this house. So what they've done is they went with a vertical cut vinyl, and it gives it a really modern look, and I love it. It's just great. And you know, this is gonna, the way that they've done this is just so tight and it locks together. This new generation of vinyl is so superior to some of the old types that we were using like in the early 2000s, and you know, like in the 90s they were using vinyl siding as well. We see a lot of it falling off. But like the way this stuff is built, it's not going to. And you can even notice like up there's another support up there at the top, and that's all just to like really help seal the house and make this you know, work, make it strong. Okay, so we got a couple things going on over here. So first of all, you've securely got your AC unit, okay? No one is gonna be able to get to your AC unit. You can see, you know, it looks to be a crawl space access, but actually this house has a full basement underneath it. So we're not gonna show the basement, we don't have time today, but it has a, you know, full-size basement underneath it. It's unfinished, and there could be a lot of potential with that. But when you look at that, you almost think it's like a crawl space. So this is your parking area here. So like on a lot of the houses we see in Indy, it's on an alleyway. This is a nice alleyway. It's very smooth. It's not like all destroyed and bumped up. I think that's because it's relatively short. We're right next to 38th Street, and then this is East Street right here. So like you've got a very small way, so there's not a lot of people that are gonna come through this alleyway in the first place. We have this concrete parking lot. So, I mean, this is great potential for the future. If you ever want to add value to this house, you would potentially be able to do a garage, build a 2-car garage here, or maybe even add a carriage house on top of that, and you could provide some income, because this would make a great rental. Other things, you might be able to hear it in my microphone, I don't know. So this property is actually located right next to the Indiana State Fairgrounds. And when I mean like it's located near it, it is directly adjacent to it. The property on the other side of the fence is the fairgrounds. There is something between this house and the fairgrounds. It's the Monon. Yes, this house is on the Monon. Let's go check it out. So this is your street right here where you would enter into your house. And then this is the entrance point to the Monon and the State Fair. See right here, we've got the entrance to the State Fairgrounds, and the house is literally just right there. Yeah, so this is the Monon Trail. So the Monon Trail is a long bicycle and jogging trail that's located throughout Indy. It goes all the way from like, I think all the way up into Westfield, even further north, and it goes all the way downtown. So if you like biking, you know, I like to bike, I'll bike 20 miles, no problem. So what we'll do is sometimes I have biked all the way from Carmel down to here before. I mean, it's quite the bike. It takes a long time. It's a hard ride. But yeah, this trail is used a lot. Here we have some bikers coming right now. You can see, you know, people can go out here and do like quite a bit of stuff, you know. And then it's a great pedestrian area. It's a great place for walks with the dog, and you know, people are just going to love being close to the Monon. Being located on the Monon immediately adds value to any home in Indy. I mean, that's like instant money being close to the Monon, because this trail is awesome. I really like also they just added, this is new added to the Monon. They've added gravel to the side of it, which thank you so much to my knees. Now I no longer have to run on the asphalt. I can run on gravel all the way down.